to the Heirloom Sisters art. Today we are going to be drawing a flamingo. So this is the little guy we're going to be drawing, and we're going to be doing a little bit different than some of our other videos. We're going to use a pencil and we're going to draw some lines that we're going to end up having to erase. So let's get started. Make sure you have a pencil and not a pen for this. Okay? All right. Something that's erasable. Okay, so we're going to start, and we're going to start with the number 2. Okay? So we're going to come around, down, and when we get to the bottom, when we do our bottom line, we're going to kind of flip the end of it up. Okay? All right, now at the top, we're going to come around and we're going to do a circle, and our circle is not going to come all the way to the line of the 2. All right, it's just going to be just inside that. This is going to be our neck. So whatever this thickness is, that's going to be kind of the neck of the flamingo. All right. Okay, so now we're going to come down and follow this around. And we are going to come around, curve it around, and we're going to come up to that 2 and connect it. All right. Now we're going to start at the top, and we're going to do a line across here. And this is going to be the top of the body. All right, so we're going to start about here. Make sure where you kind of want that top of that body to go. All right, so we're going to do a curve, a little small curve line. And then I'm going to do a bump. And I'm going to come down. And I'm going to come down. See how I'm coming through this line? I have a little bit of space coming out. I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to do some little feathers. My feathers are going to be come to about the bottom of the body. Okay, so it's going to come through this little wing part. This is going to be the wing, and it's going to come down to the bottom of the body. All right. Okay, so now let's go back up to the head. We're going to do our beak and our eyes. So we're going to start as this circle starts to come down a little bit before it starts to come straight down. But as it starts to curve a little, we're going to come off. And we're going to draw a little hook nose. Okay, and we're going to come up and we're going to kind of curve it under for the beak. Now we're going to draw a line, that center line. We're going to curve it with this curve, and then we're going to kind of straighten it out just a little, and we're going to go just a little bit inside that circle. Okay, and then we're going to connect this top to the line and then back to the line. So it's not really straight across, kind of has a little point where it connects with this center line. All right. Okay, now we're going to do some cheeks. I'm going to do a circle for a cheek. Now I'm going to do an eye. So I'm going to start just below where that circle top is, and I'm going to do another circle. Okay, it almost looks like an upside down or an 8. An upside down snowman. Okay, now we're going to do a little circle in the inside, and that's going to be the black part of the eye, the pupil. And I'm going to do one more little circle inside. And I want mine to have some eyelashes. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 eyelashes coming up. Now notice my eyelashes aren't on top of the eye, they're kind of to the side. All right, almost where the eye meets the little cheek circle. Okay, all right. Let's do some legs. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start with this bottom leg, or this top leg, I guess. So flamingos, how do they stand? They stand on one foot, don't they? So we're going to have one foot kind of tucked up under this wing right here. So we're going to start a little ways in from here, and we're going to do a little bump, little curved line, and then we're going to go straight across. And I'm going to stop right about where this kind of, before this 2, the line of this 2, okay? So see how I stopped just before that 2 here? And now I'm going to come on the top part, and I'm going to come out of this circle, and I'm going to do a little curved line. I'm going to come down, do a curve up, and one more shorter curve, and connect it. Right? And now on top, I'm going to do another little curved line. I'm going to go a little bit shorter, kind of like this one. Shorter, and I'm going to connect it up. Right? So that's the foot that's tucked up under the wing. So now we have to do a foot that comes straight down, or a leg that comes straight down. Okay? So the leg needs to be kind of in the center of the body, right? Because if the leg was up here, she'd fall over. She'd fall forward, and if it was back here, she'd fall backwards. So it needs to be in the center so that they can balance and stand on one foot. So somewhere kind of in between the middle here, this is where we're going to draw our line down. So we're going to draw a line down, 2 lines, down, down, and then right about where this foot ends, okay, the same distance down, we're going to do a circle. Now notice my circle is a little wider than the 2 lines down, okay? So this is a knee. This knee is a little wider than the leg. They have kind of knobby knees. Okay, so now we're going to continue this line down, and you want to have this be the same line coming down. All right, we're going to come down a little bit longer, and then when we get to the foot, now this line here is just a tiny bit longer than this line, okay? But it's close. So you don't want it really, really short, and you don't want it super long. You want it almost even, just a little bit long. Okay? All right, now we're going to come out here, and we're going to do a little bump, and that's going to be a heel. And we're going to do a curved line in, and we're going to come straight out. We're going to do a bump in, then we're going to do another little bump. And remember, this is this kind of back toe. All right, and it's going to be a little shorter. And we're going to come and connect it. Now we're going to do one more on top, and again, it's going to be a little shorter. It's not going to be as long as that middle one. All right. Okay, now let's add some feathers on the wing, and then I'll show you guys kind of what we're going to erase, because we're not keeping all of our lines here. All right, so the wing is going to start about where the body starts. Okay, so see how this body starts here? The wing is going to start here, the feathers. So we're going to do some feathers. 1, 2 little bumps. And they're going to curve with this line. See how I'm kind of curving them up? And then our last one is going to come up, and we're going to come a little bit in. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to show you guys, oh, let's add one more touch. We're going to do on the front of the nose here, they have kind of a different colored front of their beak, some of them do. So on the front of the beak, we're going to do a little swirly line in here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys what we're going to outline and erase. So we're going to do the beak. And I'm not going to draw a line here, but you can if you want. Okay, we're not going to draw the front of this circle. That's going to be erased. Okay, we're going to draw the top of the head all the way on the outside part where we had drawn that too, and we're going to stop where the body starts. And we're going to stop at the wing. Okay, now we're going to draw the under part of the circle, and we're going to stop right where the neck starts. Come around, and we're going to stop again at that feather. Okay, let's come up here and do the eye. So I'm going to do our circle. Okay, now I'm going to do our feathers. A whole bunch of feathers here. Don't worry about that straight line we drew before. And then I'm going to come in just a little bit. I'm going to do the back feathers, and I'm going to stop at this kind of wing. Okay, I'm going to do the leg here. This one is just going to kind of follow what we drew. And then when we come down to this leg that's standing, we're not going to draw this inside part of the circle. We're only going to draw the outside lines. So we're going to come down, we're going to do a bump, and come down again. bump, come down again. All right, there you go. And then you can erase all your lines. And color him in, or her in. And there you go. So here we go. And there's our flamingo. I hope you guys have fun and enjoy drawing your flamingo and coloring her in. And you can add some fun stuff. You can add some, she can be by some water with some grass. You could add a fun hat on her if you wanted to add a hat. Just get really creative with it. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy.